Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Six Pack Pre-Show. I am your hostess with the mostest. This is Jay. How's everybody doing?
The moistest.
The
Hey.
host with the moistest.
Is that a
The host
reference
with
to
the
the
moist.
BBC? Is
How
it?
can you not like that?
Before we go any further, I have something I need to say. Sandy, if you're listening, I meant no ill will on the comment yesterday when I said everybody can't be perfect like you. The with typing, it's hard to get anything out. I meant it with 100% respect. We love you here, Sandy. There's no ill will whatsoever. It was a tongue-in-cheek joke. If it came off wrong, I'm sorry. I know I kind of left. I didn't say much after that because I got a phone call, so I wasn't able to finish the stream. I had to go back and watch it later. I do apologize if that's how it came off. No ill will at all. So
Nothing but love.
Nothing
And
but
one
love,
thing-
Sandy.
One thing. I'll say it's sometimes hard to convey, or I think we've all got kind of quirks in our humour, and it doesn't always translate. And I know I've done it before, where I'll sort of say something and go, "Oh shit, that's actually I've probably offended someone there." But if we were standing there having a conversation in context, it would have
Came off much better, yeah.
And sometimes it's hard because we're all trying to. I don't know. I think
Lack of
we all try to
expression
be
does not help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see me grinning when I tell you to get fucked right now, can you?
One thing that does translate well, when you're typing, or doing chat or whatever, is fuck Matt Powell.
Actually, I was going to say it's for most
To
of
be
us,
fair-
it's pretty fair. We don't mean to offend. If Ed says it, no, he means to offend. But that's Ed. That's Ed.
That's exactly
Speaking
what
of
I was
Ed,
going to say, Chris. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Well, he's got a
Yeah.
face that's offensive.
Well, I was going to say
Oh,
for anyone
Really?
who is a member of the channel, we have some special emojis. We have just launched tonight the new Edmoji. So if you're a member of the channel, you can link your own Edmoji. Have a look in the chat; it's there. So that's a member's special emoji.
I realize I can't see the chat.
There's a pitiful Australian emoji in there as well.
That was just like I'm trying to play with emojis. I've got there's new badges that are coming for people who have been members for a month as well, because I think we're getting close to that month mark. So it's very special, very special. Let me tell you.
So it won't be blue; it'll be another colour, won't it?
Well, no, it's something completely different. It's something completely different.
For those of you that want to know what the Edmoji looks like, this is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to see in the background.
Yeah, it's
I hit the wrong one.
It looks like Ed.
There you go. That's the one.
that's the Edmoji. So if you want to have your very own Edmoji,
Oh, that's frightening. That is absolutely frightening. Do not bring
Although, coming from,
We might have to have a
sorry.
warning before every show.
well, seeing that Jen is here and that I know the main show is going to have both Jen and Claire, I'm getting the show 60 seconds before it's demonetized.
no. So
It's worse than that.
I put in
It's
the
worse than
description
that.
posted by Jen, and it just went, we're going to limit the monetization on this one.
Yeah, it went yellow.
Well, funnily enough, when I hit the button on it, it started to go, and it went, sorry, we can't do that right now for the monetization. I'm like, I'm like, Jen's in the title. I thought I'm just going to click again, but then it
Don't
works.
just blame me and Claire. Chesh is on as well.
No, I'm not blaming Claire. Claire's lovely.
Just Jen.
That's fine. You can blame me.
I
Everyone
have
knows it.
questions.
Hey, I just want to say too, while we've got him here, Scummer, that video that you did, I don't know whether it was yesterday for you that you dropped it, mate, loved it, and I think anyone who hasn't seen it, I'll get the link, or Jeff, if you've got the link, chuck it in the chat, because that was a really cool video. It was straight from the heart, and it's something that I think a lot of people in the secular community go through. So, mate, you're not alone with it. Trust me, I'm not alone. I'm completely the same, and there's a lot of people who are. But good video, and I think it's actually an important one for the community. And I think more eyes need to be on it. Plus, you're having a pint in a heretical shirt.
Well, thanks, Chris. I'll just say, I wasn't even sure whether I was actually going to put that out. It was just stuff I really needed to say out loud and record, just get my thoughts down. And I decided to put it out, and it seems like the feedback has been pretty much overwhelmingly positive so far. You know, I haven't had anyone coming on like saying, no, you're totally fucking wrong, you know, or anything like that. I'm sure there'll be someone eventually. But
Darth Dawkins will find it.
I'll help you out if you want.
I'd like to help you out. Which way
Triple
did you
D,
come
hey,
in?
hang on, Triple D. No, you're Jay's troll. You can't go trolling other people. That's like cheating.
You want to put money on that?
Besides, Jeff won't give you a kidney either.
Well, I've seen what he does to his pints. I don't want his kidneys.
Well, actually, what I want to know is, actually, the big question is, you were drinking a pint in the video. What were you drinking a pint of?
Peroni, but
Okay.
the bastards gave it to me in a Foster's glass, which I was not happy with.
Oh, hang on,
Made it look like I was drinking
I didn't
Foster's.
realise that was a Foster's glass. If I had a spot of that, I would have taken back everything I said, and you would have got your first bad comment.
That's all right. I've still got an opportunity to thumbs down it.
Oh, good.
I do find it weird, right? Everyone outside of Australia thinks we drink Fosters, yet they come here, they don't see a single person with a Fosters in their hand.
Oh, it's. Have you ever had it? It's bad.
It's disgusting.
Look, it's just Victoria bitter disguised as another beer.
I think I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think that's being cruel to Victoria bitter.
Okay, Melbourne bitter then.
To be fair, with booze like that, you can understand why Victorians are bitter.
Exactly. See,
Yeah, we really pretty much as far as Aussie beer, the only ones we really get is Foster's and occasionally Castlemaine. That's about it.
no, that's from the funnies. That's not from Australia, Castlemaine. That's from Western Australia. Different country. So to answer Native Atheist question,
what was that old degeneration joke? Cat piss. It's beer. It's Australian for cat piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Native Atheist, to answer your question, this isn't actually six pack. This is the pre-show technicality.
Yeah.
We're going to go with the technicality, but six pack is going to be awesome tonight because there's going to be none of us on it apart from Jen. And she's hosting the her and Jade are co-hosting
Jade.
the women's panel, which will be cool.
Yeah.
Some pretty cool. I'll let you talk about that because I shouldn't talk about that. I'll let you talk about it.
Oh, you want me to talk about that now, or should we save it till close to the end of this?
I'll do it close to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, no, I don't drink 4X. I'm not a Queenslander. Tonight I am having a Furphy.
Oh, actually, that's quite nice. I like the
Furphy is.
Furphy's a good drop.
I remember my mates and I, after one of our physics exams, the exam was far tougher than we were expecting, so we just went to the pub and started drinking Furphies out of the jugs. And I forget exactly how high the stack got, but we had quite the stack. And that's the best way to deal with physics.
We have this lovely brewery here called Cooper's.
Oh, fuck off.
What do you mean? You should try their sparkling ale. It would knock your socks off, mate.
I've tried it.
Well, obviously,
I think you're all sick drinking beer, to be honest.
Like Raven said, big enough super chat. I'll drink my Foster's. It's been there for a couple months.
Hey, that could work because if I do the super chat, then I'll get the money anyway. I could sell some costs.
But I'll get half. So.
That could be like, that could be like a little, like a little forfeit or something you have to do one time, Chris. That if if this video doesn't get X amount, I will drink it. I will drink a Foster's on the stream.
Well, set a target and we'll do it.
Yeah,
we'll raise some money.
Why don't we have a Foster's challenge where you and Jay have a race to see who can drink the Foster's fastest?
The only problem is I wouldn't know where to get Foster's from. I don't think you can buy it.
That's a problem, isn't it?
This is the
Thank you,
problem. You
Dan
see,
Hang on.
I'd have to. I'd have
No,
to send it out
I'm gonna
to you all.
check. I'm gonna check. Give me a second.
So
Hang on, let me check Dan Murphy's.
Yeah,
That,
but
hey, that was exactly what I was gonna do.
we got a $5 super chat. Australian from Verillion. Chris can redeem himself.
No, I have redeemed myself with a furphy.
Has
Furphy's
redeemed. What did I say?
Can.
I say can.
And
Sorry. Yeah, I even read it wrong. So, that's what happens when you put me in charge and I just spoke up.
You know what? Not only is there's two different types of Fosters we can buy.
Yeah, light and the regular.
There
Per
you
case
go.
it's $54 for a case.
I just
Not-
put
not
the link
available.
in.
that.
Oh,
You must be
52.
able to buy
Not
them
available,
singular.
not available in my local store. Which
Yeah,
to give you
not
an
available.
idea-
Oh, actually, not available for delivery where I am either.
No,
Oh, hang on.
I've got delivery unavailable as well.
Yeah,
Oh, not available at Middle Park. I'm not.
let's try the different place. Now I'm just gonna go through all the different alcohol stores and see which one actually sells it.
The challenge is who
This
can
might
actually
be
get a
harder than.
You know what's funny is where Ed lives, you can't buy alcohol of any type in a regular store. You actually have to go to specific stores to buy alcohol.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't
wait.
buy it in my state.
you got to go to like a beer store to get beer or a liquor store to get liquor.
That's
And then-
that's
what?
the entire country
Well,
of Australia.
But
Yeah,
But
Jay, you were talking
you-
to 4 Australians.
no. What I'm saying though is you guys have the option to get it delivered. Also, he doesn't have that. We don't
No,
have
yeah,
the
we
option.
do.
Oh, do
That's
you?
only
Yeah,
because
we-
we've been locked down for 3 months.
We got
Yeah,
There's a couple of
normally they might
places here
split
that'll deliver.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see?
But yeah, you can't buy whiskey and beer
Unavailable.
at
Sorry.
the same place.
yeah, you can hear though. I mean,
Yeah, you
it's
can't
actually
do that
worse
here.
than us, Chris.
Yeah, it's no, so I can't even get Foster's delivered.
Yeah,
and Dan
I'm-
Murphy's, to give you an idea, is like imagine what's the big show, Costco or Walmart, but for alcohol. That's what a Dan Murphy's is. It's
And
massive.
there is one supermarket in Australia where you can actually buy alcohol, and that's Aldi's.
Yeah, but they do have a separate section.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's right near the register. You can grab it on your way out.
Yeah,
But
but
you gotta go to a
technically
specific
they have a
And
they it's a technicality they use.
Yeah, it's a technicality. I agree.
as we figured out, we had to buy. Oh, actually, no. Maybe I shouldn't say this.
No, do.
We had- No.
I
was
like
just
the bit
thinking-
you had to buy. No one has to buy alcohol, man.
Well,
No.
it's
This was
almost-
it. Was where it was going to go. Although it's only got. I'll pop it in the private chat. But I'm still looking.
Alcoholic.
BWS doesn't do delivery either. Dan Murphy's doesn't do it. I'm trying to think of the other big ones.
I'm looking
around.
at first choice
Um,
liquor.
All right. Yeah, they're the other fairly
I
big.
was going to say that I was going to misname the one. I still can't. I can't remember what it's actually called now. All my brain wants to say is canned camel.
And
Well,
There's someone sitting looking at
No
analytics going,
results in
we're getting a
Liquorland.
lot of hits on. We're getting more hits on Fosters at the moment than we've ever had. We've had 3 searches for Fosters. What's going on? Stock it.
Yeah, I know, but I can't even get it here in my state. I mean, geez.
Hey, if enough purple people search for Fosters, maybe they'll start stocking it.
If enough purple people eaters search for Foster.
purple people eaters drink Fosters.
Anyway, on a completely different subject, quick question for the smart people in the room.
oh, well,
Jen? Yep.
Yep, Matt.
Not me.
What is
Yeah,
what
Matt,
is
Matt,
the
not
what is the fastest object that we've ever made?
One of
Ooh.
the Voyagers, and I can't remember which one.
Voyager 1 for the win.
Yeah.
Now, which mission had the longest record prior to the Voyager missions?
Oh, that would
Not
be one of the
Mercury, is it?
Pioneers. It'd have to be a Pioneer, wouldn't it?
Pioneer 6. Well done, Jim.
Yep.
Right.
What does Jen wins a case of Fosters?
Hang on. She's got to answer. She's got to answer this last question.
I don't drink beer. I'll donate
So-
it to you, Chris.
So this is a two-parter.
That's okay.
This is a two-parter.
Technically,
Which
Foster's
one?
isn't really beer.
Oh, but you
this
you
is
English
good.
drink it like it's going out of fashion. Jen, last question, two-parter. Which one took the family photo and which one visited all 4 planets?
Oh God. All 4 outer planets. Voyager 2 did all 4,
Yes.
and you're talking about the pale blue dot.
It took photos of all 6 planets that it could see.
Yes. But I actually think it was one of the pioneers that actually took the pale blue dot.
It was
Saturn.
It
It was
Voyager.
Voyager. It was Carl Sagan's idea to turn it around.
It
take
was
photos.
Voyager. So it was Voyager 1 then.
Yeah, so its last photo, it took photo of all 6 planets. Uranus, Neptune,
Yep.
Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, and Earth. And that's where you got the pale blue dot from.
Yep.
What's really funny is for 3 years, one of them was sending back noise from outside our solar system. 3 bloody years.
And they're still sort of going, which is even more amazing because
Well-
there's not much power coming out of the RTGs anymore.
They're going to
There's
run
still
out of
enough
power
to
by
just be
2040.
Yeah, but the power levels from the RTGs now is really low. The rate of radioactive decay to warm the little generators inside them is so slow now that they're only producing about less than a watt of energy.
Okay,
I thought
now,
it was more.
well,
No, it's not
bonus
a lot
question.
anymore.
Bonus question. Name the spacecraft in Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Vega.
The Enterprise.
No.
That's Voyager 7.
No, it's Voyager 6. Sorry, Chris, you were wrong.
Voyager 6, yeah.
Really?
But it called itself Vega.
Yeah, because it had carbon scoring that covered the rest of its name.
What a terrible
All right,
movie.
all right. Enough with the nerd speak.
Yeah, I'm not.
In
We're here
case,
for drinking.
in case you missed my live stream from last night over on my channel, my grumpy rant. You should go check that out because I'm really, really proud of myself for.
Can we talk about Matt Powell? Because I'd like to.
Well,
He
hang
seems to
on,
be the flavor of the
Jen.
week on YouTube.
hang on. Let him finish.
Hang on. I'm really, really proud of myself for a piece of digital artwork that I did.
This is great.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Share it. There you go.
That's Mr. Peel and his buddy Matt Powell.
Yeah.
That's very appealing.
I'm just going to say,
Oh, come on.
I think we found the thumbnail for next week's pre-show.
Can we just talk for a moment about Matt Powell and his dinosaur farts?
Jen, actually, since Jen,
As long as you don't get too sciencey.
Yeah, no science.
were you?
Yeah.
Are we still going ahead with the show tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm still happy to go ahead with the show tomorrow. It's just I'm not
Because I'm happy
not
to actually
organised.
tackle that tomorrow. I can
You'd
look
like to do
into
that
it a bit
tomorrow.
if I have
Okay,
time.
let's do that tomorrow. That suits me. We'll
That
do
can
it
be our-
sciencey tomorrow.
I feel like in a mood to rip down some stupidity about science.
In that
but
case, would you be around for that, Ed?
What time?
Early.
We normally go at about are we all right to start at 10 my time, not 10, 9 my time, which is 11 yours, Matt?
yeah,
So that's
so an hour later than 6 Matt
9 a.m. for
normally
you, Ed.
starts. 9 a.m.
Yeah, I
for you,
should
Ed.
be. Yeah, I should be around for that.
Well, you join us and we will talk about Matt Powell and his stupid science.
I might be able to line. Jen, I might be able to line a couple of other videos up too if you wanted, or I can just line up a few Matt Powell videos. I'm happy to go through.
We'll line up a few Matt Powell videos where he talks about science, and we'll tear him a new one because he's not hard to tear a new one. on his side.
I gotta say the thing I found amusing as well, actually, because obviously I discovered that video initially, but I hadn't seen Ed's original video about Matt Powell. It's just that really Matt Powell wasn't even fucking responding to anything Ed actually said.
No, he didn't respond.
What did you expect him to?
anything I said?
No,
It was
'cause you didn't talk
different
about the
thing
dinosaur
altogether.
farts.
You were taking him to task on something altogether different.
His racism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Jay was telling me. So he actually said that the fact that there's African people is proof that
No,
there's no
no,
evolution?
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no,
If
no,
they're
no.
African people,
What
why
he
are there still
said-
people?
Hold on.
What he
What?
said,
Or something like that.
if
Hang on,
we
hang on.
if we all evolved from African Americans, why are there still African Americans?
Oh my god.
Hang on, he said if we
Yeah.
all evolve. Did he actually say if we all evolve from African Americans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on.
He did,
Is that the same as we evolved from monkeys? How come they're
Yeah.
still
Yes,
monkeys?
except
That's
he
what
was
I was trying to
basically
say.
insinuating that African Americans would be monkeys.
Can I come to the US and find this Matt Powell guy?
Davros, do you really
need
know
to- hang on,
wait
hang
a
on,
minute,
hang on.
a moment?
400 years.
We had hereticals, do not condone or endorse anything that anybody does, but if it's what they choose to do, we will not stand in the way.
No, I want to teach. I want to teach him how he can be like a monkey too.
Incidentally, did you say he's moving back in? He's moving in with Dad.
No, I've seen
Yeah, I
that.
was going to say we know where we can find him as well.
Yeah, off to the compound.
We look for the
Right.
giant compound full of convicts with a giant inflatable banana out the back.
There'll be a dinosaur
I
riding a
am
banana.
Well, the Matt Powell's banana is sticky.
Save that
you know
for
what?
later.
Now, do you know who
Okay,
they need to
I-
add to this to be the dream team, so to speak? They need to have everybody's good old Mr. Banana, the original. Yeah, good old Ray Comfort in there too. That would be the dream
Yeah.
team because
I think
the amount of
Ray.
concentrated stupid would make a stupid black hole.
I've actually got.
Apparently, Ray and Kent.
I've actually got an exclusive. I've actually got a picture from fresh out front of Dinosaur Adventureland. They've jigged it up, knowing Matt's coming.
Eventually,
When
the
the
technology.
internet
will work.
There we are. That's the new Dinosaur Adventureland.
I've been there.
Oh, so have I. Don't worry.
That's not something you throw your hand up at. I've been there. So, what are you saying, Matt? Have you been to Matt Powell's
that
Big
exciting.
Banana? Have you?
In Australia, we've got this tradition where we've got a big everything. Like there's a big merino, a big banana, a big
We've
prawn.
got the big rocking horse.
Is that why you always feel left out, Chris?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Davros,
Exactly right.
Matt calls it his big banana, but it's more like one of those little candy ones.
Ah, the one that's actually not a Cavendish. Ooh.
Yeah.
I was going to say I don't think you'll get Ray Comfort in on that though, because apparently Ray Comfort and Kent Hoving can't stand one another.
That
Oh,
doesn't
they had a
surprise me.
Surprised me.
They had a big falling out a few years ago, apparently.
Oh, it would have been
Yeah,
all over
because
Kirk.
Ray's a bit of a dick. He's not a
So is
hate.
Kirk.
Oh, he's not necessarily a hate-filled dick.
I think Ray is. I think Ray's a bit of a dick, but I don't think Ray's. I think he's a bit of a grifter, but he's not a con man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas
I think he
Ray-
actually thinks he's doing the right thing.
But
And I don't
Ray
think
the only
Ray
one-
would go out of his
Sorry
way
for
to
that.
condemn people. He'd want to fix them, but he wouldn't want to condemn them.
but isn't
Yeah,
Ray the
and
only
when I
one
say
without
he
a
thinks
criminal
he's doing the
conviction?
right thing, I think he thinks he's going towards the right goal.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Not necessarily that he's doing the correct or the most moral step every bit of the way, because we've seen how dishonestly he will edit people just to start with.
Oh,
But-
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is why if I ever have a conversation with any of these people, I'm recording it.
I mean,
I'm
don't
not
get me
letting
wrong.
them have the only recording.
What do you mean these people? Who are
Every-
these people?
Every time I have a conversation with Jay, I secretly record it for that reason alone.
Yeah, but
people
Jay's already
watching this
taken your
shouldn't get us
channel.
wrong. A Ray Comfort is as dumb as a bag of potatoes.
Oh, every time Jay and I scream,
Jen,
we have to turn
potatoes
the
are
camera
nice.
off.
I like
I
potatoes.
said dumb.
Jen.
I didn't say horrible.
So, well,
Good comment from Randy there. Hovind is less than a great guy. Ask his spiritual wife. I think that's actually wife number 4 or 5. Actually,
Well,
Yeah, because Randy Brilliant goes, which wife? 1, 2, or the third?
yeah. Well, I have a message from my beautiful wife for everybody that I was asked
good.
to share out. Amber is inpatient right now, getting some mental health checkups and taking care of things, for herself. She's doing okay, just having some issues, but she was adult enough to have a conversation with me, and we talked about it. And Amber's going to be in the hospital for a few days, but she is doing well, and she'll be back soon.
Make sure you
That's
send
good to
her
hear.
all our love.
Lots of love to you, Amber. If you're watching this in the future or now, I'm not sure if you can, but
I don't know if she can watch it right now, but
well, if she's watching it in the future, lots of love to you. Lots of love.
Yeah, lots of love to Amber.
Part of the family, and good on you for doing what you're doing. It's actually a pretty impressive thing, actually, because I think a lot of people can't take that step. So good.
I'm really proud of her that she stepped up and said, "Hey, I'm going through some stuff. We need to talk." And I'm okay.
As it should
Everyone
be.
has to look after their mental health, and if that means you have to book yourself in for a little bit of R&R and some professional help, you do that.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to lie. It's been a long couple of nights because I don't know how to fucking take care of myself. I'm a mess.
What is it? I believe that so easily.
Do you have coffee? Do you have coffee?
No, actually, right now I'm not drinking coffee because I'm going to bed. Like I'll be watching Six Pack while I'm laying down because it was a long fucking night.
You must be glad it's
Who
ladies'
is this
night this
imposter?
week.
This is an Ed.
I listen. Yeah, I can't.
Can I drink your coffee, Ed?
Mr. Coffee's not percolating right now.
No, I got to try and get some sleep after Six Pack because I've been up forever. I don't know.
That's all right. I'm sure.
I know what that means. Well, I know what that's like, Ed. I spent all day Tuesday in bed. I was so exhausted.
So speaking of Six Pack, tell us about Six Pack, Jen. Let's chat.
Yeah.
It is the Six Pack pre-show.
We're getting close to. We're getting close. It's only an hour away. All right. So tonight on Six Pack, we're having another ladies' night. Jade and I have been having fun asking people to join us, and this week we have Godless Granny, Jenny Morgan. We also have the ever wonderful Claire, and at the last minute, because she had to fill in for Amber, we are having Cheshevik again as well.
Okay.
I give that 30 seconds before you're demonetized. with that lineup.
It won't last that long. It's already demonetized.
Just real quick, Sandy. I don't know if you caught the beginning. There was no ill will on that comment from yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't get to follow up on my phone call, so I didn't get to finish the stream. But nothing but love for you, Sandy. If it came off wrong, I apologize. There was no ill will. We love you to death. We enjoy seeing you. So yeah, don't please.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was no ill will there, Sandy.
And thank you, Sandy. I will be going to see Amber later on tonight, and I'll let her know.
And thank you, Sandy, for the birthday.
Hang on. Is it your birthday?
Yesterday was.
Hang on a second. How did we not know this?
Well,
we are not singing happy birthday. It never works.
It's this wee shit. You got a mouse in your pocket? I knew.
Yeah, Ed.
No, you would have known. What did
I
you
didn't.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I got to learn how to
Chris,
sing
I
happy
didn't know
birthday in
either,
a different
so-
language.
No, it's because Jay doesn't put his birth date on Twitter, so it didn't notify anyone that it was his birthday.
It was on Facebook, and both Chris and Jen have me on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw it,
look
but
at
I saw
Facebook.
it after your birthday was over. It's a bit late to wish you happy birthday then.
So, all right. So I'm going to ask
to be
the
fair,
important question because I think it's a relevant question. Here, for those of us who are in the Commonwealth, we get a letter from the Queen on our 100th birthday. What did you get?
I got some shirts. I got some naked gnomes.
I sent him I sent him an awesome picture on Facebook.
I can't share it here.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Oh no.
Sounds gay.
Are we all going to get DM'd some really weird stuff after the pre-show?
Oh yeah.
Chris,
So
you
anyway,
asked Jay,
Jen. Sorry.
you asked Jay what he got on his 100th birthday. He can't remember that far back.
Yeah.
Actually, well, I mean,
He got independence from the UK.
I was going to say he might have actually got a letter from the king back then because he was probably a Commonwealth citizen.
Oh, back when he was fighting the War of Independence.
Yeah.
That's what I just said,
He got a
Ross.
fat woolly mammoth.
Hey, listen, I sat down with Caesar and had a nice mead with him one time, and he was a nice guy. Caligula was kind of a dick, though.
Yeah, he was. But he did also make a horse a senator.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
look, I mean, look, if you
On
can put up with
purpose,
it, you can put up
because he
with
thought
Caligula.
the horse was better than his actual senators.
Yeah,
It's good to see our opinions of
You know what?
politicians have changed so much.
I'm thinking maybe we should try that around here. You know, we can replace our politicians with horses. I reckon we could be onto a winner.
Well, I had a thought though. Put your politicians in sandals and togas and have them stand around on a marble step.
Or you've seen it. You've seen some of our politicians. Do you really want to see Barnaby Joyce in a toga?
I want to see Bruz. I want to see Bruz in a toga.
I'm
By the
guessing
way,
now. I guess I'm pretty sure Davros has seen it, but how many of you guys have actually watched the movie Caligula?
I haven't, but I should have.
I haven't, but I watched the old BBC I Claudius
What was that about the BBC?
document. The BBC did a documentary series about Claudius,
good for
which
you, Jay.
include the era of they did, which went from him being young to when he eventually became emperor and then died. So that includes the reign of Caligula.
Oh man, no! If you get a chance, watch Caligula. That movie is messed up.
The weird thing is that Rome had a very, very unfortunate set of emperors around that time because you had Caligula. He gets murdered by his own bodyguard. The person who takes over from him is okay. It was a guy called Claudius. And then guess who Claudius' son was? Nero.
Nero.
Yeah.
Well,
Rome didn't do too well in that period, but it's still better than their period of 100 years where no emperor lasted more than 6 months.
Well, there was a few, wasn't there? Because obviously, Tiberius wasn't that great. Even Claudius had his issues of being a bit of a sadistic bastard at times. But maybe compared with some of the others around that time, he was. And then, obviously, after Nero, you had like 3 emperors or something in the space of a year before you got Vespasian, who seemed to do pretty good.
Yes, but we don't forget that Vespasian was the one who pretty much took all the Jews' wealth and built the Colosseum with it, and that kind of like promotion of the games was partially responsible for why lions, elephants, tigers, and so many other animals went extinct in the Middle East and North Africa.
Yeah,
but again, it wasn't necessarily his fault. But just my side bit of trivia for that is that in a lot of cartoons and movies, they will show Julius Caesar standing at the Colosseum, and I'm like, you're more than 100 years out of date.
Yeah.
But that seems to be a very common depiction of the Romans.
But there is a thing, because the House of Caesar did continue for hundreds of years after him. You know that, right?
It did, but they specifically depict Julius standing in front of the Colosseum.
But the thing is, he had a great-grandchild, I think, almost become emperor, which is quite bizarre.
No, it was his nephew who was Augustus, was it not? Yeah, it was his nephew.
Yeah, no. I'm talking. Look, it was well after the Colosseum was built. There was a lineage back to Caesar.
Well, now
I'm sure there was.
I have a question about all those animals, though. Disappearing from that area. Are you sure they didn't fart themselves to death?
What I want to know is, were you there?
Yeah.
Well, Jay was. We can ask him. Jay, did the animals fart themselves to death?
No, we had them all on a spit barbecue.
I thought you were going to say you had bought something.
You know why they all disappeared from the Middle East, don't you? Because they got off the Ark. Duh.
So
I
I
always,
want to read you this what it says about the film Caligula. It says Gore Vidal originated the idea for a film about the controversial Roman emperor and produced a draft screenplay under the working title Gore Vidal's Caligula. The director Tinto Brass extensively altered Vidal's original screenplay, however, leading Vidal to disavow the film. The final screenplay focuses on the idea that absolute power corrupts absolutely. However, both Brass and Vidal disagreed with Giacone's use of unsimulated sexual content, which Brass refused to film. Because the producers did not allow Brass to edit the film, they changed his tone and style significantly and added hardcore sex scenes not filmed by Brass, thus turning Caligula into an erotic drama featuring penthouse pets as extras in unsimulated sex scenes filmed during the post-production. Caligula was put out by Penthouse Forums International.
Yeah.
Now, to tell you,
Can I ask, why do they say it's unsimulated? Why is that just?
Welcome to the 60s
why do you
and the
need to add
70s,
that
Matt.
in? It's a useless word. Just say.
Well, to tell you who's in this film: Malcolm McDowell, Teresa Ann Savoy, Helen Mirren, Peter O'Toole, John Snyder, and John Gieland.
I have heard of this movie for a reason.
Well, no, it's okay. So it was every young boy's passage into reality.
Caligula is.
if you,
Oh man, it is messed
let's just
up.
be honest. If you wanted a psychotic villain in the 70s, you were going to cast Malcolm McDowell pretty much, weren't you? So, you know.
Let's face it, Caligula was a pretty sick puppy. I mean, he virtually married his sister, got her pregnant, then cut the baby out of her and ate it.
Yeah, but the movie that Jay's talking about is basically softcore porn that was put on public access.
But that was pretty much Caligula's life.
It sounds like 9:30 on SBS for those Aussies.
Oh yeah. Oh hey. Whoa. 9:30 Friday night.
Caligula's
SBS.
probably been on SBS.
That was Skinemax for us in the United States.
Well, world movies at 9. Chris, remember world movies? Yeah.
Oh yeah. They got through high school.
Yeah.
By the way, I just say a little while ago, I did actually put the link to my video in the chat, so people haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, so apparently, Jeff, YouTube had unsubscribed me from you. I just had to resubscribe.
Yeah, I just got a message actually saying the Nevermore Tavern subscribed to you.
I was like, what the fuck? Because I went looking for the video. I'm like, what do you mean what the hell? I've been subscribed to Jeff forever.
Jay, you were on the first live stream I ever did.
Yeah.
You know?
You just
like, what the fuck?
killed it.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, I've had a couple of people say that to me. They've been like, I don't know why I was unsubscribed. Thanks YouTube, and I'm like, all
My
right.
puppy's having a dream.
Incidentally, well done on getting to that magical 400. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, well done, Jeff.
Very well deserved, I think. Well, actually, I think you deserve a lot more. But anyone who hasn't subscribed to Jeff, after you go watch his video, subscribe. And you know what? A good time to watch the video is in between the end of this and when Six Pack starts. So this finishes. Go watch Jeff's video. Go watch. How long's your rant go for, Grumpy?
I don't know. Hour and a half.
minutes. No, it was like 27 minutes.
That's it.
Yeah.
My video is about 15 minutes.
Yep.
No, so you can fit Jeff's in.
I don't know. I thought I was on longer than that. I don't know. I was so freaking tired last night.
27 minutes, 29 seconds.
Okay.
There you go. Ed, I want to give you a little story about myself from 2012, and everyone else can listen in, of course, because they're here. So back in 2000, you're gonna have to listen. So shush. Back in 2012, I was having troubles with my own mental health. I ended up booking myself into a mental health hospital. I was there for 7 weeks and underwent electroconvulsive therapy.
Oh,
Yeah, I had that.
Okay. Now, and anyone who ever tells you that it's all in your head has never had to deal with getting the medications changed, to be able to stabilize themselves, to be able to wrestle with their own thoughts that also mess with your physiology at the same time. And unfortunately, there are too many people out there that go, "Oh, mental illness is just in your head. You're just having bad thoughts." No, it's when I want to turn around. I don't want to do something to myself. I'm worried about what I'm going to do to someone else. And when you start telling people that, they start looking at you differently.
Incidentally, I know that we have some cool sounds in the background there. Come on, sing it.
Oh, that's my kid.
I want to do that too. Jen, we've still got to get the launch date set for it, but the show that you and Jade have got coming up. I'm looking forward to that. Have we finalised the name for it yet?
Sorry, what was that?
Have we finalised the name for it yet?
What, tonight's show?
No, the one that you and Jade are doing on.
Oh, the one we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, not with it. No, we haven't finalised the name for it yet.
We'll work that out.
Mostly because with how busy I've been this week and everything, Jade and I have only had a few moments to be able to talk to each other. And most of that was to try and organise tonight. So
The throat punch show.
yeah, no, we're not calling it that. We'll probably end up calling it just the therapy session or something like that.
Yeah, that works.
How about a mix? How about a mix of both your names, Polly Jaded?
Polly Jaded.
Oh, now Claire shows up. We got 15 minutes left.
Oh.
Jen told me to send you the link. I sent it before we went live. You never responded.
Yeah, see, she only shows up for her stuff.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how she is.
No, that Claire, I tell you. Hey, I redid her intro video. Actually, I redid Jade's intro video as well.
Oh, nice.
It's I think it's I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. So it's everyone gets to see it, and I had to work out one for Chesh and Jenny. Jenny was hard because I've spoken to Jenny a couple of times, but I don't know Jenny too well. So
I think you've only ever been on a stream with Jenny once, haven't you, Chris, or something like that?
Maybe twice.
Maybe twice.
Yeah, it's. I think we've interacted a little bit on Twitter, but no, it's from what I've seen. No, I've got a lot of time for Jenny. Jenny seems cool. Jenny seems really cool.
Jenny's awesome.
So I've taken a punt. So
yeah, and just to let Claire Bear know, I'm not allowed on Twitter anymore. Like apparently ever under any name or email or anything. So we'll have to get in touch some other way. So I can come on your show and do Am I the Asshole? I mean, I'm always the asshole. Everybody knows that. So I'll still come on your show.
Apparently, I'm always the asshole.
Yeah. Oh, you're definitely eight every time, Chris.
I always get picked on. But no, I'm looking forward to tonight's show, Jen. It's
I am too.
It's really, I mean, the last one was a pretty cool one. I'm expecting that this is going to be a particularly cool one as well. So
I'd like to point out to anybody who's going to be watching it, there's going to be a bit of a rant during the show at some point. I've got something to rant about in much of Ed's style. So,
who are you ranting at, or should I know?
You already know who I'm going to be ranting about.
No.
I posted it to you guys earlier today.
You mentioned it, but you didn't post what it was going to be.
Oh, yeah. I did. Well, I did actually say what it was about.
You just said there was a grumpy style rant coming.
Oh, well, I'm going to rant a little bit about it because it pissed me off.
But we don't know what it is.
Well, you have to wait and find out.
The thing that okay.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah, okay, yep. You got the right person on the show for that rant. Just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be
just
careful.
to let Sandy know, I'm hooking up a VPN here this weekend, so we'll see. I might be able to slide back into Twitter.
Did they actually
Come
block
on.
your IP address?
Apparently, they did with me.
Well, so does that affect Amber or?
So she thought it was funny. She's like, "You're such an idiot. How do you get completely banned from some kind of social media?" I'm like, "Well,
I can show her.
You being a conservative.
It's because
mean,
you're Ed.
yeah, I'm me. Damn it."
Well, you put that face on social media, so it's gonna happen real bad.
Mind you, Carl, I know.
To be honest, I'm surprised Ed made it as long as he did.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised.
I know several people of several people that have been kicked off of Twitter like 8 or 9 times now, and they still seem to come back. So I don't know how effective their banning actually is.
I know a few people who have been kicked off for some pretty bad shit, and they managed to find their way back.
I've seen people get kicked off for retweeting someone else's tweet, yet the original tweet stays. Like that one is
Look,
bizarre.
some of the things people get banned for are ridiculous. I always talk about the one that I got for suggesting that we needed to exterminate all viruses and posting a picture of a Dalek, and I got a week.
Well, because you put up my people.
Daleks, Daleks matter.
Dalek lives matter.
Dalek lives do not matter.
Hey, the K-Led do not pose kindly for people like you, Jay. You know that's the original name, right?
Yeah.
Look, in all fairness, Americans don't get Doctor Who. They just do not.
Shit.
Detonate the reality bomb. Then.
Shit. I love me some Doctor Who. But
Talking
to
of
be
which,
honest,
you're aware
I
that
prefer the Cybermen over the
both
Daleks.
Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker are leaving.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I heard.
You lot are dreadful. I've loved it. I agree with you on Chris Chibnall. I think he has been a dreadful showrunner. I don't like some of the way he's taken the plot line and everything. Having said that, I think Jodie Whittaker has been a pretty damn good doctor considering what she's been given.
I think Jodie Whittaker's awesome, but unfortunately, she's tainted. She's tainted.
She was badly scripted.
Yep,
she was so badly scripted.
They just need to forget that era and give us the next Doctor.
Well, I think Capaldi could have been a much better Doctor, but just was not given a lot of anything really good to work with either.
A lot of the problem is
he also followed 2 pretty good doctors.
The current BBC management do like Doctor Who because it makes them money, but don't like doing sci-fi. They're back into that thing. We can't get rid of Doctor Who because it makes us a lot of money, but we can cut its budget and not have as much of it. And we still make money because it's still at least happening. So at the moment, they're not wanting to put the money into it, so you don't get the good writers, so you don't get as good a show, and you don't end up with as good showrunners and things like that because they're not prepared to put the money in. So most people who come in and put who want to do it, are people who actually legitimately like the show. I've got nothing against Chris Chibnall in that face. He obviously loves Doctor Who, but he's not a good sci-fi writer. Everything I've seen him do has been that's been sci-fi related has been kind of shit.
But that's what I find funny. He did write a couple of good episodes for the 10th and 11th Doctors, but then when he became
did he though? The Hungry Earth was kind of crap.
Yeah, but let me caveat here. When he became showrunner, it all just went downhill.
Yeah, because he didn't have somebody else looking over his shoulder going, "No, you can't do that."
They need to bring back Moffat or Davies.
They need to bring back David Tennant, and then everything will be good.
Matchmaker.
They haven't actually announced a new showrunner, but the leading contender is a woman who doesn't have any chops in sci-fi at all, but does have a really good it does have a really good record for doing drama in the UK.
I'd heard JMS. I'd heard it was J. Michael Straczynski.
Straczynski's put his hand up as well. Oh, that would be awesome if he took over.
But he
I
was
could
just-
imagine Doctor Who being way out there, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
just-
anyone who's
It
seen
needs to
Babylon
go
5,
way out there again.
Just bring back Tom Baker. I'm sorry. You can all go
Not
get
a-
stuffed.
We're not talking about who's going to be the Doctor. We're talking about who's running the show. I
I
don't
mean-
mind as long as the
I
actor
did
is
mention
reasonably talented and they have good writers. Anyone should be able to play the Doctor. I don't think that's a huge problem.
You got to have the right the doctors. The biggest thing with me with Jodie is she doesn't have the doctor quirks like that carried over from
Yeah, most
Eccleston
of-
through Capaldi. I mean, the say each doctor had you could tell he was the same person, kind of.
A
because
lot
they
of
each
that
had
is
a little bit of
writing. Like,
yeah, and then there was the little quirks where they got really excited when they realized something. Jodie does it, but she doesn't do it as well. And like you said, I think a lot of that is
I think it's the writing. I think she's a brilliant actress. In
and yeah,
what was
she is. Everything I've seen her in before has told me that she is a brilliant
the
actress.
show she was in with I can't think of the name.
oh Broadchurch.
Broadchurch.
Broadchurch was
Broadchurch.
amazing. And that was a
Absolutely.
fictional show, which says he can do drama, but he can't do. He just doesn't. He doesn't get his head around sci-fi.
He gets.
And
I mean,
sci-fi nerds. We're
Marlin.
sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
little
I mean,
Marlin puppy.
see, I always remember back in the original era of Doctor Who, and all the hate Jonathan Nathan Turner used to get when he was running that show. But you know, I think most Doctor Who fans would. I mean, okay, Jonathan Nathan Turner has died a number of years ago, but I mean, they probably love him in comparison to what's been done with it recently. You know,
To be fair, it doesn't matter who they pick as a showrunner, even if it was JMS. There are people who are going to hate it.
You can't hate JMS for any. JMS has never done a bad thing. Do you know JMS wrote the original He-Man?
Okay,
One that Kevin Smith screwed.
yeah, given that we're talking about this, who would people like to see as the next Doctor?
To be honest, I
Ed.
want to see an alien.
I want to see the Master become the Doctor.
No.
Yes. What a twist that would be.
Well, what's his name from who played the Master? The guy who was on Life on Mars. He was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Now it would be
You
cool.
talking, are you talking about the blonde guy?
If you not actually have the person who's playing the Master at the moment be the Doctor, but if you could recast somebody who has played the Master in the past to be the next Doctor, so that hang on, suddenly the Doctor looks like the Master.
Yeah, that would be.
here's the thing.
There's a whole story there.
Yeah,
But here's
yeah.
How far does your memory go back, Chris? So the guy that played the amnesia guy in Life on Mars and also played the Master in Doctor Who series, he was also in Human Traffic.
That's going back.
Life on Mars was a brilliant show.
Lissy says John Sims.
John Sims.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But the Americans tried to do Life on Mars and they completely screwed it.
they screwed it.
Of course
Yeah.
they did.
But
They
I
screwed the
like
pooch on that.
the ending of the American Life on Mars. I thought that was a cool twist because it's the British Life on Mars is obviously a million times better. The ending, I got the ending, but then Ashes to Ashes. If you watch that and it explains it all, it's just it does something to the ending of Life on Mars. I think it kind of mucks it up a bit, but
I have no idea what you're talking about.
all right. Well, you need
Ashes
to watch
to
Life
Ashes
on
is
Mars.
the follow-on to Life on Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for someone who's got a BBC, they really need to watch more BBC.
Every time he looks down, all he can see
Speaking-
is the BBC.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you heard my suggestion. Who should be the next Doctor? It's simple. Ed.
We don't want a grumpy old
So, Ed, how are
Doctor.
you going to deal with the Dalek? What are you going to do? I mean, the Dalek's coming at you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to be the grumpy old
You
doctor.
call it a boogan.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I didn't watch the show, but I know what you're talking about now. Looking it up. I know.
Really
well,
cool.
I know the U.S. version. I don't. The U.S. version looks familiar.
Yeah, watch the British one.
Yeah, very 1970s England. It's very well done.
And it's like The Office. Like the American Office is pretty good, but the British one that's the best. by far.
I've heard a lot of people saying the opposite, though. I'm not a massive
Go,
fan of the
just
American
go and
one,
watch
but
the Peep Show, and you'll be all happy with English comedy.
I didn't like it. It was a bit much for me, but I do like Mitchell and Webb's work, though.
Oh, jeez.
Mitch,
Call
I like
yourself a
Mitchell.
Matt. Wow.
I gotta say, I mean, one of my favourite sketches of all time was the Mitchell and Webster homeopathic hospital.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
That was
What
so
did he get
funny.
hit by? Blue, a Ford Mondera. What color was it? Blue. Okay, go find a blue Ford Mondera, scrape a tiny bit off it, put it in a glass of water, shake it, dilute it, shake it, dilute it, shake it, dilute it, shake it some more, then dilute it again, and then we'll put a couple of drops on his tongue. And if that doesn't help, I don't know what will.
Oh, quick, get me some St. John's wort.
Oh, that's for depression.
You
Isn't it?
know what we should do, Jay? You know what we should do? Because I think there's a lot of shows that you really need to be introduced to. I'm thinking what we should do is we should get you to watch them, and then we chat about them. So you can watch them with a fresh set of eyes.
You should
That
watch
could be-
Upper Middle Bogan.
That'll
Did you
introduce
say
to a
no?
lot of-
Now I want to. This is what I heard. I heard Davros said you should watch the noodle choking.
What?
That's what it
Upper
sounded like. I'm like
Middle Bogan.
Upper Middle Bogan. A Bogan's like a
No,
boogan.
if he wants me to choke
Or
his
red
noodle, that's fine.
You'll get to his
Well,
kidney
when
quicker.
you got a BBC, everything else looks like a noodle.
well,
So-
we're just
Yeah,
about
yeah.
done. So Jen, if you just want to go over the guest list for Six Pack one more time, please.
Yes, tonight on Six Pack for Ladies Night, Jade and I will be hosting 4 lovely guests: Godless Granny, Jenny Morgan, the wonderful Claire who's in chat at the moment, and Cheshevik. So it should be a great show. I'm pretty sure it's going to get a bit off the wall, and hopefully Chesh and I won't go too much down a rabbit hole, but I'm definitely going to have a bit of a rant. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. It will definitely be hilarious and probably very rude, knowing me and Claire.
And
What do you mean, probably?
There's not a
It's a
problem about it.
guarantee.
Hey, all I can say is lucky we don't do this for a living, eh? We'd have to bring Jen in for some. Oh, Jen, we need to have a chat.
yeah.
Ooh, time for an
Would it be
intervention.
the first time?
Jen, look,
The link.
unfortunately, we've got to get rid of Jay, and we just need to tell him nicely. Can you give us any tips?
To be fair, Jay keeps talking about his penis, so I mean,
Yeah, Jay doesn't want to
I-
give.
I
doesn't
don't
wanna-
mention the penis. All of you fuckers mention the penis.
Jay
He just
doesn't
gives
wanna-
the tip.
I'm clipping that.
What happens when you mention anything negative and Buddhist in a sentence? Jay's like, "Ah!"
Listen, Jay doesn't want to give you the tip. He wants to give you the whole thing.
Befriend my water.
Be friends, my lord. So
All right, well,
once
we will
again,
wrap it up.
that has been the pre-show. Hope you guys had fun. From all of us here at Hereticals, make sure you in a half hour you click on the link that's in the description here and head over to the actual show.
yeah.
This is the best show, though.
Yeah.
See,
You know what?
Raven
I believe
knows.
you, Raven.
So,
I believe
from
you.
all of us here at Hereticals, I've been Jay, that's been Chris, that's been Jen, Jeff, Matt, Grumpy, and Davros. Thank you all for being here. Check out the 6 pack in a half hour. Until then, be water, my friends.
Be friends, my water.
Bye.